Hey everybody, my name is BlakJak. Welcome back to Norman Reedus and his amazing fetus.
Oh, you're awake. So, how does it feel to be back in the world of the living? Don't worry. I'm a doctor. Well, a coroner, originally. Call me Dead Man. I'm well acquainted with the dead. Not like you, of course. Contrary to the name, I've never actually died. I would advise against that. I'm no expert, but I can assure you it's for your own protection. See?
So I'm a prisoner.
These aren't handcuffs. They're cutting-edge devices that keep us all connected.
Us? Oh, us.
Yup. Bridges. Humanity's best hope for the future. Or avoiding extinction, if you prefer.
Right. Where am I? What time is it?
Watch me. Try pressing it against your skin, like this. Relax. That just means your body's got a good connection to the cufflink. Look, look. The cuffs will watch over you 24 hours a day. That is to say, we will. We're here to help.
What the hell? 2 days?
During that time, we took the liberty of collecting fluid samples from you. You're a repatriate. That makes you very special.
What happened to the CD guys?
Central Knot was obliterated in the Annihilation. Game over, man. Place is a crater. The only ones to get to continue were you, for obvious reasons, and your broken bridge baby.
Is it all right?
It's been marked for disposal. Didn't work anymore. Why keep it? We lost everyone. Not just corpse disposal. My team, HQ, all of Redefort, every soul in Central Knot City. We're at our base, in Capital Knot City now. Or should I say, our new headquarters. Sudbury seemed the logical choice. But our implementation team has been decimated, and there's only so much they can do in 2 days. Things here are a mess. Fortunately, the director and his support team were out of town at the time, so the chain of command remains intact. I hate to do this so soon, but I have a job for you. This stencil is from when you repatriated? What's the other mark from?
A clinging woman in a cave.
I see. Aphenphosmphobia. No wonder you were out there alone, where no one could touch you. I'll try to be more careful, Sam. So, the job is an urgent delivery. I need you to bring the president some morphine.
What president? America's gone. You talking about the mayor of Central Knot?
No, not the mayor. America lives on, Sam. The president is in the final stages of cancer, in critical condition, but there's still time.
Why me?
Look, Sam. Do as I ask, and I promise it will all make sense.
Why don't you do it?
Because I'm not really here. Apologies. This is just a chirogram. And here, come the tears. Allergic reaction to the chiral transmission. I'm actually over in the isolation ward in the big triangle building. Here is the morphine. Bridges hereby enters into a contract with Sam Porter.
Come on. You got morphine there. What's this about? Tell me the truth.
The truth, Sam, is that America's last president wants to see you in person. Are you really about to say no? Very good. I'll see you in the isolation ward.
Alrighty. Now we get to play. One thing I wanted to point out, I really like that game over in the background was very similar to the one in Metal Gear. Love it. It's so great. So let's go carry this morphine to the President of the United States.
Delivery order for Sam Porter Bridges. Request transport of morphine to isolation ward for immediate administration to the President. Check the map on your cufflinks if you're lost, Sam. The isolation word should be pretty obvious. If you're not sure how to get there, you can set markers and draw routes too. Try it out and you'll see what I mean.
Alright, and what he means by that is that we can pause the game with the options button and then we can take a look at our map. That's where we're going, the isolation ward, and we can press square to make a data point, and then we can press and hold square to make a route, such as that. And when we exit the map, we can see a dotted line that we can follow. And this is pretty much the basic navigation techniques that we're going to be using throughout the game. I'm not going to be showing all my routes, I'm just going to be showing how to get there.
Sam, your friendly neighborhood dead man here. If you want to confirm you're headed the right way, check your compass. It'll never steer you wrong. Provided you have a destination, that is.
Right, and the other method is to hold L1, in which you go into a first-person mode and you can see the location that we're going to be heading. The compass also acts as a way to calm the BB and making signs.
Just home to Bridges HQ. It was also the seat of the Reconstructionist movement. If the president hadn't required special treatment, she would have never left. And if she hadn't, we wouldn't have either.
But that's pretty much the basic gameplay of this game, is make routes, follow them, and make sure you don't trip and fall on your face. It's kind of simple, but it's really complicated at the same time. Or rather, more complex than complicated, I guess. But let's kick back and watch another little movie. Maybe learn a little bit about Sam Porter Bridges. Let's see. I'm sorry, did I say the United States earlier? I meant United Cities of America, not States. It's a different America. But yeah. Let's see how who this Bridget person is. By the way, I cannot believe I just realized her name is Bridget. I.e., like, her name is Bridge. I cannot fucking believe, like, that hit me just now.
Like I said, her vital signs are all trending the same way.
No chance of a recovery then?
None that I can see. No.
We should start making preparations.
Sam! It's me, Dead Man. Sorry, my mistake. I'm afraid the President's condition has deteriorated. Thank you. This will help to ease the pain. And allow her to speak with you in these final moments.
Her?
The first and last female president of the United States. Surely you remember her. She raised you? You're not exactly dressed for a reunion. Take that off before you come inside.
And just like that, we beat the second order of the game. This one was really short and sweet. Most of these will not be this short. They're actually fucking long, which is why a lot of these episodes are about 2 hours long. So, stick with me. Because this game is actually pretty fun if you enjoy this kind of gameplay. I don't know if I talked about this last time, but you get a porter grade at the end of every mission. And you get scored based on different criteria: bridge lengths, delivery time, delivery volume, cargo condition, miscellaneous. They just increase in rank as the game progresses.
That's the President's right-hand man, the director of bridges.
Die-Hardman?
Oh, you were with Bridges 1? So, I guess no introductions are necessary.
What's it been, Sam? 10 years? Look at us. A bunch of deathless freaks meeting like this. Yeah, well, good to see you two. President's waiting. It's your mother, Bridget. She's a bit out of it, but I know she'll recognize you.
Madam President, we've brought Sam. We'll leave you two alone.
Sam, I knew you'd come back. Are you doing all right? Yeah, I know you hate me. Amelie.
Amelie?
You remember Amelie went west. Took her 3 years to cross. She's trying to rebuild the country.
Still going on about that, huh?
You're the one I wanted to send, Sam. is running out. Help Amelie. She needs you. Together, you can help us reconnect. You can make America whole. Sam, if we don't all come together again, humanity will not survive.
We don't need a country. Not anymore.
We do. Alone, we have no future.
No, America's finished. Bridget, you're the president of jack shit.
Sam, listen to me. Please. So you are willing to help me?
No,
I love you, Sam. I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
Madam President! Oh, no.
Doctor, we need your help.
All hands on deck here. Season's being fixed. Give me 150 cc's. She's not responding.
Stay with me. Madam President.
This is dropping.
Hold on.
We're losing her. I'm a death.
Listen, no one can know that the president is dead. If word gets out, Bridges is finished. Now, what happened here does not leave this room. Do you understand?
Yes, Director. But there's still the matter of the body. Without corpse disposal.
We've got that covered. Sam, before she died, the president made a contract with you.
What are you talking about?
As a member of Bridges, you're gonna work with the rest of us to rebuild America.
You think you can recruit me? Like she tried to?
Well, she succeeded. Look at your wrist. If that's not symbolic, I don't know what is.
Director, the cancer spread throughout her entire body. Harvesting organs is out of the question, and there is no need for an autopsy. Her body needs to be cremated before she necrotizes.
And if we don't, this place will turn into another crater.
What do you want me to do?
We don't have any porters right now. And the CD team you went into the field with are dead. But the president's body has to be burned.
The road from Capital Knot City to the incinerator was compromised in the void out. Now, the only way there is on foot, through the mountains. But the chiral density there is off the chart. It's gotta be BT's.
This job has requirements. Tombs. Repatriate.
So me. Why?
Sam, you're already on the clock.
Now get it done, Sam Porter Bridges. Can I have a moment? President Strand believed in American Reconstructionism. She worked tirelessly to bring the nation together again. And without her, there would be no Bridges. She deserves a funeral with full honors. But we can't give her that. If she dies, America dies.
Without her, Bridges will cease to be.
Listen. Her cremation must be carried out with the utmost secrecy.
Even if we pull it off, what then? Who's gonna take her place? Face it, America's history.
Sam, America isn't dead yet.
He just said that it dies if Bridget dies.
She may be lost to us, but we still have an America worthy of the presidency.
Sorry, what?
Let's not get into it now. What matters is that we're going to finish your mother's work and rebuild America as she intended. That's the reason Bridges exists. So take the first step, Sam, and deliver the president's body to the incinerator.
If we don't all come together again, humanity will not survive. You're the one I wanted to send, Sam. Time's running out. I love you, Sam. I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
The facilities to the southwest. Remember that you'll be passing through BT territory.
We built the incinerator way up in the mountains so that the chiral matter in the smoke wouldn't reach the city. It won't be easy carrying a body up there.
We'll be monitoring you around the clock. If anything comes up, we'll offer you support via the cufflinks.
Alright, begin mission 3.
Sam, this is Die-Hardman. Dead men explained how to use the cuffs, right? Use them to check the location of the incinerator.
Alrighty, so we're going to be climbing up a mountain with a dead body, of all things, and we're going to be passing through Beach Thing territory, just so that you guys know what BT stands for, because I didn't know what it stood for. I had to look it up after I beat the game, because that was one of my lingering questions, but I think it is mentioned if I'm not mistaken. It's just that I'm a dumbass and I wasn't paying attention. So I'm going to show off this path, and I don't know if I show off any other path that I make. I can't remember. But just because I realize that these videos are going to be super, super long, upwards of, I think one video was 3 hours long, and I whittled it down to about 2 hours and something minutes long. I realize that this is kind of pointless, and you guys don't have to sit through and watch me plot out a route. I just cut a lot of the map stuff out. I'll be pointing things out if necessary, but for the most part, if you see a dotted line, it's because I made a path, and I'm going to try my best to follow it. I don't necessarily succeed all the time, though.
Sam, I don't think I need to remind you, but every minute counts when transporting corpses for disposal. 48 hours following cardiac arrest, they go necro and become a fresh PT to make our lives hell.
I like that Sam actually changed his clothes to corpse disposal orange instead of the white porter suit. The white one being freelance, if I'm not mistaken. And there are a bunch of other colors that you'll see, like if you pay attention in the background when Die-Hardman, when Deadman was talking to Sam in the private room, you saw like a black one, a red one, orange one. I don't know if there's a blue one or if there's gray. I don't quite remember, but like there's a bunch of different colors. Each color is a different sect of bridges. So I think black is security, orange being corpse disposal, red is medical, I believe, and then you got the standard porter bridges uniform of blue, because you know we're the American heroes, as Sugar Connery says.
President Bridget Strand was the symbol of American Reconstructionism. Even with the country shattered and its people scattered to the four winds, she never stopped believing they could be reunited. People held on to their hope that America would rise again because they believed in her. We believe that this country can be rebuilt. America lives on, together with Bridget's undying spirit.
So yeah, try not to let go of the shoulder buttons when carrying a body. We're going to be carrying multiple bodies throughout this game. This is not just the first and only body, but this is like the first one of maybe like 4 or 5 bodies we'll be carrying throughout the game. Maybe like 4, I think. Off the top of my head, I can think of 3 of them. But I wanted to check out these cars right here. So you can drive in this game. Eventually you will get the ability to create trucks and trikes like in the opening of the game. How Sam was driving a trike. You can actually drive in this game. So it's not all walking, but there is a lot of walking, and sometimes walking is the best choice of maneuver. Albeit, I won't lie to you, the driving is hella fun. Although it's really wonky, but we'll talk about that a lot later. I wanted to see if this one is able to drive because like those were inside, but now the wheels are locked, so we can't do that. But yeah, like I was saying, so since we're carrying a body, we have to make sure that we keep our balance. If you let go, it's too heavy because you know it's a fucking body. Sam is just carrying like a 90-pound woman, 90-kilogram woman, whatever, on his back. He's gonna like topple over and fall flat on his face, dropping his mother. Oh, that got morbid really quickly. Oh, I didn't think of that. Oh well, but yeah, it was really funny because I was sitting here and I was like, oh yeah, Bridget. Oh wait a minute, Bridge. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Like, I didn't realize her name was Bridge. It's like, oh my god, it was so dumb. Speaking of which, the names in this game are some of Kojima's best, will I say. Beautiful, beautiful names. Sam Porter Bridges. His name is Sam. He's a porter and he works for Bridges. Oh my god, brilliant. Fucking Bridget. Bridge. Die-Hardman. He's a hard person to kill. Dead Man. Oh, he's a coroner. I guess that one's pretty self-explanatory. Albeit, all these names will be explained later on. It's, well, except for 2 of them, but I'm almost positive their names are indicative of their personality. I don't really know though. I don't know what the origin of their names are. So, well, anyway, we're gonna let Low Roar serenade Sam as we take in this beautiful vista, this beautiful scenery, mountains and the rocks and the water just trickling down with this very M83-esque soundtrack. I love it. I was driving earlier today listening to some of this music and just to like get like, is that Sam just like rooting for himself? Like Sam. Yeah, I was really enjoying it. I didn't really like take a listen to the music too well in this game, so I have to like actually listen to it on my own. Before I continue to talk about the music, you can drop likes by pressing the touchpad. You can drop multiple likes, not just one, so you can tap it repeatedly. And Igor, we met earlier, the man who gave us a BB, our BB, dropped us a ladder there and a few other goodies as we travel along. We're going to be seeing them. And you can use those as makeshift bridges to cross paths, or you can plant them down. You'll eventually get the ability to plant down ladders to climb up steep hills or walls and a bunch of other stuff. I use them in the most ridiculous manners, if I could. If I can think of using it in a stupid way, I'm most likely going to think of it in a stupid fucking way. It's... oh, the ladders in this game are brilliant. So this little river right here, you don't actually need a bridge to cross, or rather a ladder to cross. It's not too deep, if I'm not mistaken, so you can just easily... hell, you can probably even jump it. Yeah, it is Sam just talking to himself. That's dumb funny. I like the personality of these characters. They're all really fun. Right here, this is a little cryobite spawn area. If you see any like hill that looks like that, you can stop by and pick up some cryobites. If you, let's say you take a nasty fall down a mountain, like I tend to do on a daily basis, you're going to take some damage, you're going to lose some blood, and what the cryobites do is that they replenish your health little by little. If I'm not mistaken, at least on normal, they replenish your health by 15 milliliters out of the total 1,000. I really hope that it's not, at least the footage isn't as skippy as it looks like in the preview of this. I'm really hoping that that's not the case throughout the game, just because I really wanted this to look good, as good as possible. My computer can't handle it because it's kind of old. I've had it since like fucking middle school. It's like 8th grade, I think. This is when I got this computer, and that was like, oh Jesus Christ, that was like almost 10 years ago. So yeah, it's running Windows 7. It's an old computer. I gotta update this thing. So that's probably why it's having a hard time with the footage. At least on the preview mode, hopefully it's not showing that up. I took a quick peek of the raw files, and the raw files all came out really good. So I don't know, maybe it's just Sony Platinum 13 being stupid, or Movie Studio Platinum 13 being stupid. I don't know. But yeah, back onto the topic of the music. I really like the music in this game. I like the soundtrack of this game, and I like the score of this game. Both of those components to the game are really good. I like M83 and I like MGMT, like those bands, or those music groups, whatever, artists. Like in their style of music, and Low Roar, Silent Poet, and I forget the other band off the top of my head, but their music is very reminiscent of that style of music, and it's just really good. So I like it. It's not like a typical Metal Gear type soundtrack. Metal Gear has a very typical soundtrack. I mean, it goes from like spy thriller to like J-pop, you know, and anywhere in between. It's great, but it just doesn't sound like something that Kojima has put in his games before, at least not that I can think of.
Thanks for the help.
So as you can see, the different uses of the ladders, you can climb up them, you can walk across them, you can plant them across valleys like this so that you don't have to deal with the rocky terrain. This is an anchor point where you can put 30 meters of rope down and then climb up the side of a mountain with it, or walk down the side of a mountain. You can plant them in the ground, just walk up, and it helps you climb up a steep hill. It's great. These are super useful. They both have their uses. definitely, I like using them both. I think the anchor point might be a little more useful for me. Or maybe not really for me, but definitely later on in the game, the anchor point becomes the more useful of the two. Just because you're gonna be climbing a lot of mountains later on, and although
So that's the place, huh?
yeah, that's the place, Sam. Although a ladder sounds like it would be useful climbing up a mountain, Sam can climb on his own. He doesn't actually need a ladder to help scale a mountain. It takes him a second, but he can do it, whereas climbing down a mountain isn't as easy. Now, if you see like reeds or tall grass like this, you can crouch down and hide in it. And if you're hiding in it, that means that you're not so easily seen, albeit we'll be talking about that later. I don't know if we'll be talking about that now later or later in like the next episode. Those are chiral, I don't want to say statues, but I forget what they're called. I'll tell you. Chiral structures, something like that. We can't pick those up yet. We don't have the particular tool to do so, but they're just a resource that we'll be able to use in order to create things. There are a bunch of resources that you can use, like metals and alloys and resins and chemicals and stuff like that. But we'll be taking a look at those a little later on. Anyway, let's deliver the body and cremate our mother, Bridget. Yes, we're gonna cremate. Oh, sorry, she's 54 kilograms. I don't know. Oh yeah, 90 kilograms is like 200 pounds. Yeah, never mind. Or actually, like 80 kilograms. I'm like 80 kilograms, right? Because I'm fat. Big boy.
Density in the area is climbing rapidly. Heavy timefall is imminent. Get back here, now.
Sam, burn the other cargo while you're there.
What's this?
BB-28. It's the unit Igor was assigned. It was hooked up to you when we found you in the crater.
But why is it here?
Because it's flagged for disposal. Central Knot's gone, and our headquarters along with it. Because that thing didn't do its job. It's all in Igor's logs.
But it's still alive.
It can't be repaired, and it can't survive outside the pod. Pity it if you want, but the decision has been made. It has to go. The director approved the order.
Sam, what's your status? Chiralium density is still increasing.
My status is fucked. There's tons of them.
Must be from the bodies we couldn't get up to the incinerator in time. Comes with the territory, I'm afraid.
Can you sit out the rain?
No. They're closing in on my position. I have to move before they realize I'm in here.
Sam, if one of those things eats you, it'll trigger a void out. You'll come back, sure, but the surrounding area will still be a crater.
I got an idea. Start, you shit. Maybe you are defective. That's it. Do your thing.
Alrighty, so now we get to interact with the BTs. And the BTs are interesting to say the least because if you move,
Cautiously.
you can't see them. So what you want to do is stay as quiet as, well, okay, this game is calling me a liar. Yeah, there we go, now you can't see them. And what you want to do is to crouch down, and if you hold R1, you get to hold your breath, but notice that holding your breath lowers your stamina. And if you lower your stamina too much, you'll make a loud sound. You'll exhale all your air. Now, I didn't realize how it worked so far because I wasn't reading the little tips right there. But the BB, using the scanner, will point out the direction of where the BTs are. So once it's clapping its little wings like that, means that they're really close. But if they're super close to you, it'll start to spin. And once it starts to spin, that's how you know they're like right up on top of your ass. So you want to just avoid them. Don't be in the direction that the scanner is pointing in. You should be fine. If you see the spinning, you want to hold your breath and move around them. That's the best that you can do. I wasn't understanding that. I wasn't grasping that concept. So what ended up happening was, oh yeah, look at the little plants, you can see them. So what ended up happening was that I walked right into a BT, let go of my air, and they started chasing me. Now when they start chasing you, if they touch you, what's going to happen if they touch you, a tar circle will form. It's going to be small at first, but it'll increase in size as you keep getting caught. You can shake off the dead by spamming the square button, but if you run out of stamina, you will eventually get caught. Now if you leave the tar area, like I do, that BT stops chasing you, but I didn't know that, so I was still panicking, and I walked literally from one BT straight into another because I'm an idiot and I wasn't paying attention to what was going on. When you're low on stamina, what you want to do is drink your Monster Energy drink. Yes, that Monster Energy drink. This game has some advertising in it, and I love it. I love the advertising. It's so dumb. It's so funny. I love it. But yeah, so I wasn't paying attention, and I literally walked right into another BT. But I'm glad that I did, because I get to show off what ends up happening when you bump into a bunch of them and they capture you. So let's walk into a BT together. Sam? Golly, there's so many of them. You get a good look at them. They're like people wearing like Dementor cloaks, and they have like umbilical cords. It's cool looking. I like the look of the enemies in this game. Come on, Sam, walk into one. There we go. I walked right into one. And there they go. They're chasing me. And I panic. Like a genius. And I trip and fall. Once you trip and fall, they can instantly grab you. and they're gonna drag you into a giant tar sea, and it's awesome. And then a beached fucking like orca whale thing chases you, and you have to fight a orca beached thing. And it's not just that, but it'll change. There are different BT monsters that you get to fight, and it's really intense. And I was panicking because I didn't know what was going on. You can fight these off, but not at the moment. I don't think the game was expecting me to suck this badly. And I think those ones are called catchers, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe the catchers are the other ones. Fuck, I don't know. But yeah, this is like a level, like 3 BT. Like they're, it's like a little dolphin, orca, tentacle, hentai monster. And it can't really do much to you, especially since I'm on this land. At least it wasn't doing much to me. And I didn't know what to do, so I figured if I stood still, it'll leave me alone. But that's not the case. What you've got to do is escape the arena. And the arena is the tar sea, and you can do this a few ways. You can defeat the monster, which I don't have any means of doing so at the moment. Or you can escape the arena via not drowning in the tar and staying on anything other than the tar for as long as possible until you make it to the edge of the tar ring, like I'm doing right now. And once you make it out of there, you're going to be out of the BT territory. And I trip and fall down a mountain like I do every day of my life. I'm a finisher. And just like that, I made it out of there with my life intact, with BB intact, with Sam dirty as fuck. And now the BB is panicking, as one would be. I will talk about that adrenaline boost in a second. And what you can do is soothe the BB by going into your compass mode and pressing triangle. No, triangles. Not it. I believe it's square. I'm not sure if you have to be looking at the BB. I don't remember. Oh, and right here, if you find a mound of cryobites, you can just hold the square button, eat them right off the mound, disgusting. And you'll be gaining some health. I didn't show off the BB screaming? Did I? I could have sworn I did. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize that. It tells you how much this... Oh, yeah, here it is. You can look at the BB. That little meter on the bottom, that's his stress levels. You want it to be as big as possible. This is where the motion would come in control. If you shake rapidly, you shake the baby, freaking him out even more. So don't do that. Don't manhandle your children. I wanted to shake the child a little bit. I want to see what would happen. But yeah, don't do that. It's bad. You want to like slowly press the R button, and Sam will shake it all lovingly. Probably. I don't know. My father never held me. I'm kidding. I think, at least. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, you get to just shake the baby. Slowly soothing him, making sure that his meter is fully all the way up. If I end up doing this at any point in the playthrough, I'm pretty much just going to be fast forwarding it, because it does take about a minute. And here's a third-person mode of view of what Sam is actually doing, which, if you can imagine what he's actually doing when you're spamming the shake button, is really morbid and really funny at the same time. That's enough of that. Also, if you soothe the BB and you have a good enough connection with it, you will eventually see him blow heart bubbles, and it's really adorable. I felt a connection with this BB almost immediately. It was like Kratos and his son Atreus, except it was Norman Reedus and his amazing fetus. By the way, I can't get enough of that meme. That's so funny. But yeah, now we're gonna head back. Another thing I'm going to be doing throughout this playthrough is if I've shown a path of getting from one point to the other, I'm not going to subject you guys to sitting through it all unless there's a really good reason to it. Like it's just what's it called? Part of the chapter, for instance, or if it's just an interesting path, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, here we go. So now I'm just shaking it, soothing it all lovingly, and I didn't do a very good job, clearly. Yep, and I fell down another mountain. Man, I suck at this game. Still better than Darkside Phil. Oh, still better than Darkside Phil. That's the only thing I can grasp onto right now is just, I gotta be better than Darkside Phil. You know, if I was smart, I probably would have fast forwarded that whole segment of just me falling down mountain and whatever. I don't know why the fast forward is making it look all choppy on my screen. I don't know if that's going to look good when it renders out. I have no idea. But yeah, double jumping is actually a really good method of increasing your connection with the BB. As you progress through the game, you're going to be gaining likes, and more likes do stuff for you. And the BB will actually give you likes as you progress, but you can only get likes once you get to like a certain connection level with the BB. Not that I knew there was a connection level to begin with until like literally the end of the game, when I got an achievement for it, which I don't show off, but I will explain that later on in the game, or in the playthrough rather, what ended up happening. But yeah, so there was another song, I believe Lower Roar. I wasn't paying attention. I won't lie to you. I'm not really going to like focusing mostly on music. And also, sometimes when you're running back from one point, like let's say the incinerator to, not Central Knot, whatever this one is called, East Knot City, I think. Whenever you're doing that, it's going to happen like multiple times throughout the game. You will get different tracks, and I'm not going to be showing a lot of them, especially if I'm going to be cutting out a lot of the backtracking. Like let's say I have to go from one city to another city, and then like to do the next mission I have to go back to the original city. I'm not going to show the on the way back part. Alternatively, I'm not going to be showing off some of the side missions fully, because some of them are just me backtracking. And like I said, I understand that these are super long videos, and I'm not trying to make you guys waste your time watching me fail at running back. If anything interesting happens, like I take a bad stumble, or I fall flat on my face, or I don't know, BTs or mules or something were to show up, we'll be talking about mules when we get into them in the next video, I believe. Or maybe it's episode after that. I don't remember. It's one of those. I don't know if it's episode 3 or 4 where we meet mules. But regardless, when we, if we ever like have an interesting thing, like oh, there's a BT area here, oh, there's a mule territory here, or oh, there's this near-death situation that happened, I'll be showing those off. Watchtowers I've never used. They just allow you to see the map. That's pretty much it. You can mark points and stuff like that. You can see what's up ahead, but I don't really use them. I didn't really see people build them. I'll be talking about that later. Onto the game, though.
Sam, come back to the distribution center. Check the location on your compass.
But yeah, we'll be talking about the player aspect of this game next time. But with that, we did order number 3, Cremation, President's Body.
It's a miracle either of you made it back. When someone with dooms hooks up to a BB, your feelings and memories cause feedback, like with the speaker. It amplifies fears and stress, and runs the risk of taking you to a place from which you will not return. I'm sorry, but this BB has been pushed beyond its limits. Disposal is the only option.
Sam, get cleaned up and come to the president's office. We need to talk.
No, he looked at me. He's fucking mine now. God damn it. I can't get rid of this kid.
BB. Don't worry. It's okay. I'll always be with you. See the sunset. The day is ending. Let that yawn out. There's no pretending.
And the final results screen. Yeah, that kid looked at me, and it's now mine. No one's taking it away from me. Also, that heart bubble was freakishly adorable. It's a fetus in a pod. How weird. How much more weird can it get? Anyway, here's my weird path that I took back. 3,000 meters. Not too bad. And that's an S rank. But with that, guys, I believe I am done here. That is the end of this video. I will be seeing you guys next time on Norman Reedus and His Amazing Fetus, episode 3. Or rather, episode 2. See you guys then. Peace.
Sam, I thought I told you dooms and BBs were a dangerous combination. Huh, perhaps a shower is in order. You're still covered in chiralium. Don't want the president to see you like that.
The hell you talking about? She's dead.
You're upset. Is this about BB-28?
Go fuck yourself. I'm not your errand boy.
Well, in any event, it seems it owes you its life.
No, we owe the kid our lives. You too.
As you say, I shall look after it. Give my regards to the president.
Norman Reedus and his fuck you fetus.